Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we're looking at today is a 2021 Buick Encore GX Essence. This Encore GX is painted in Summit White. On the key fob, you have the buttons for lock, unlock, panic, and remote start, and you also have smart key access for all four door handles. Front door panels have storage. You have power windows, locks, and mirrors. And the driver also gets two-person memory settings for the driver's seat. It has the Signet interior color scheme, and leather seats come standard on the Essence trim. You get a fully powered driver's seat with two-way lumbar support, and the front passenger seat is partially powered. The seat base is still powered, and you also have two-way lumbar support, but the seat back is manual, but that's actually good because you can fold it completely flat to allow for storage. Now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. Along with Smart Key, it of course has push button start. Buick first used the name Encore in 2013 when the brand launched an entry-level subcompact crossover going by that name. The original Buick Encore was produced for one generation in North America from 2013 through 2022, and it was mechanically the same as the first-gen Chevy Trax. Together, they both rode on the same platform as the Chevy Sonic. For 2020, however, Buick launched a second model using the Encore nameplate, and that is this, the Encore GX. The GX, like the original Encore, is also a subcompact crossover, albeit a bit larger. The Encore GX uses an entirely different platform than that of the original Encore model, GM's new VSS-F platform to be exact. The Encore GX debuted for the 2020 model year and is still in its first generation as of 2024, and it in fact got a mid-cycle facelift for 2024. As mentioned before, the Encore GX uses General Motors' VSS-F vehicle platform. Also using this platform is the Encore GX's mechanical sibling, the 2021 and up Chevrolet Trailblazer. This platform also provides the basis for the Buick Envista, which replaces the original Encore model, as well as the second-gen Chevy Trax. The mid-cycle facelift for the 2024 Encore GX gave it some freshened up styling as well as changes to the lineup of trim levels. But anyhow, as for the US market 2021 model year Encore GX, it came in 3 trim levels: Preferred, Select, and the range-topping Essence like we have here. 2 different engines were offered, both of which being turbocharged inline 3 cylinders. The base engine displaces 1.2 liters and makes 137 horsepower, while the upgraded 1.3-liter engine, which the one in this video has, makes 155 horses. The 1.3 also has a torque figure of 174 pound-feet, which is really not that shabby for a 3-banger. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive are the drivetrain options, and 1.2-liter models are front-wheel drive only. 2 transmissions were offered, one being a CVT automatic found on front-wheel drive models like this one, and the other being a 9-speed auto which all-wheel drive models use. In Buick's 2021 US crossover lineup, the subcompact Encore GX is slotted between the smaller Encore and the larger Envision. The instrument cluster houses 2 analog gauges, which are your tachometer and speedometer. So have your fuel and temperature gauges. And finally, a large digital info display, which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. You have your range, digital speedometer, go over to here, digital speedometer, your trip computers, oil life, tire pressure, all that kind of stuff. Average fuel economy, any driver aids you might have on. And then go over to here for various settings. At the time of filming, this Encore GX has 41,963 miles on it. It has a 3-spoke design, heated, leather-wrapped, and multifunctional steering wheel. As for controls, first on the front of the spokes on this side, you have your cruise controls along with your gap adjust and that heated steering wheel toggle. Then on this side you have your information display controls and your Bluetooth and voice command buttons. And on the back of the spokes you have your audio controls. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. Your panel dimmer, headlight switch, fog lamps, climate vent for the driver. On this side is your high beam and turn signal stalk. And on this side is your wiper stalk. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central climate vents, hazards, you have your touchscreen infotainment system, which we'll go over more in a bit, some physical controls for that, volume, power, tuning, home and back buttons. You have dual zone automatic climate controls, all the controls are right here. Both front seats are also 3-stage heated. You have an aux port, USB-A, and USB-C port, along with a 12-volt power outlet. A little bit of storage. Just in front of the shifter you have the buttons for your auto start-stop, lane keep assist, and traction control. You have 2 cup holders, electronically operated parking brake, going in reverse does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines. Some storage, center console with a removable tray. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Auto-dimming rear view, and on the overhead console you got your passenger airbag indicator, OnStar roadside assistance, your overhead lighting, as well as your power sunroof controls. Does have a panoramic sunroof. You also have garage home link. Front passenger and rear passengers do get grab handles. Alright, so here's the touchscreen infotainment system. It's 21 Encore GX. This is the home screen. One of 2 home screens, actually. First we'll go to audio, and I just gotta say, this is a very responsive screen. You have AM, FM, plus Sirius XM and your Bluetooth audio streaming. Sound settings. And also some shortcuts along here that'll take you to, say, radio, this one. Your Wi-Fi hotspot, you can pair a phone, all sorts of vehicle settings and system settings. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capabilities, OnStar, and then you push climate, you can control the dual zone climate controls in this screen. So fan speed, different zones, all that stuff you can control here instead of with the physical controls. And I'm sure you can turn that off, but I kind of like it. I kind of think it's satisfying to have it make that little sound when you push a button. I don't know, I like that. But anyways, the system, I think it's very easy to use, easy to get used to. I like how responsive that is. And not much to say about that. But now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window and take a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are automatic down, and the driver's one is automatic up as well. This Essence rides on these 18-inch 5-split-spoke alloy rims with chrome inserts. Powering this Essence is the Encore GX's top engine for 2021, that being GM's Ecotec 1.3-liter turbocharged inline 3. It has an aluminum block and head along with dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, direct injection, and variable valve timing. Horsepower is rated at 155 at 5600 RPM, while torque is rated at 174 pound-feet at 1600 RPM. Being a front-wheel drive model, the transmission in this one is a CVT automatic with simulated manual shiftability. Running on regular unleaded with a 13.2-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates for an Encore GX like this one are 30 mpg in the city and 32 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension, and front-wheel drive models have a compound crank rear suspension. Stopping the car are 4-wheel disc brakes. Curb weight for this one rounds up to roughly 3,100 pounds. Roof racks. Fuel cap is on the driver's side. Bottle holders on the back door panels. "60/40" split folding rear seats. Both front seats do have map pockets in the back. Rear passengers do get a little bit of storage, along with a USB A and C port, and a household-style power outlet. As well as this folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. Grab handles back here with coat hooks and illumination. So as for space back here, so I'm about 6'1", and I put the driver's seat in a relatively comfortable driving position for myself. And I gotta say, while it is definitely not the most spacious, I could actually ride back here in a pretty good amount of comfort. It all depends on how tall you are and where the driver in front of you has their seat. But my circumstances, for a subcompact, I think this is a pretty comfortable place to be. And this little 3-cylinder crossover does have dual exhausts. Your rear wiper. The Encore GX offers 23.5 cubic feet of cargo space with the back seats up. Folding the back seats down increases space to 50.2 cubic feet, and the front passenger seat can fold down as well for even more space. But anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2021 Buick Encore GX. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.